Hello, my name's Deborah and I'm one of the lay worship leaders in the Elmeet Trinity Benefice. Welcome to today's Advent reflection for December the 23rd. I'm sure you will be familiar with the saying, I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe. It's a way of saying that my current experience of life, of reality, is very different from the one that most other people experience or claim to experience. I often have this feeling in Advent, in the lead up to Christmas. On the one hand, we live in a world preoccupied with Christmas shopping, with Santa, the elf on the shelf, counting down to a concentrated period of overeating and drinking. December is full on, and we're often exhausted by the time we get to Christmas Eve. On the other hand, as Christians, we know that Advent is a time of waiting, of anticipation and preparation, preparing our hearts and our minds to once again celebrate the most significant event in human history, when God himself broke through into our world, born as a helpless baby to a young couple with nowhere to stay. Jesus changes everything. Love came down at Christmas. Jesus was and is God's love gift to the world, with no strings attached and no expiry date. And Jesus is a gift for everyone, for you and for me, for our family and our friends, for the rich and the poor, for the healthy and the sick, for prisoners, for sinners, for those who don't feel good enough, for those who can't love themselves, for those who have lost hope, for those who feel life has dealt them a poor hand. For all those who dwell in darkness, Jesus says, you do matter, you are worthy, you are loved, you will go to the ball. Which brings me to Cinderella, and a poem that was broadcast on Radio 2's Pause for Thought a number of years ago. You never feel quite free to go to the ball. You wouldn't be invited. It's not your scene at all. You never feel quite free to leave the cleaning. No one ever said you mattered, not with any meaning. You never feel quite free to join the conversation. Everyone else is so clever with such vital information. You never feel quite free to share the things you make, as if a panel of experts would pronounce you as a fake. You never feel quite free to show the thoughts you write. The sound of people laughing would keep you awake at night. You never feel quite free to say you've earned your place, always running twice as hard to catch the others in the race. You never feel quite free to think you're justified. You'll think of faulty actions and wicked thoughts inside. You never feel quite free to believe that you're forgiven. You picked up the impression that you earn your way to heaven. You never feel quite free to give yourself any worth, but that's the very reason Christ came to live on earth. You never feel quite free to sense that someone loves you, but Jesus waits 2,000 years just trying to get through. So as we continue to watch and wait for the dawn from on high to break upon us and for love to come down, we can do so secure in the knowledge that we are worthy, that we are totally loved, and we are free to accept God's invitation to go to the ball.